Hey Dodgers fans, we have some breaking news that could shake up the future of the Los Angeles roster, and you're not going to want to miss this. The Dodgers organization has been quietly scouting options overseas, and the latest reports suggest that they have their eyes set on a rising star from the KBO, someone who could be in line to step into a major role at third base in the coming years. This move comes at a crucial time for the team, as Max Muncy, while still an important part of the lineup, will eventually reach a point where age and contract considerations make the search for a long-term solution inevitable. The Dodgers have always been strategic in their approach to talent acquisition, carefully weighing performance, potential, and fit within the team's overall structure. And it looks like this Korean infielder might be their next move in securing the position for the future. So who is this player generating so much buzz? His name is Sun Moon Song, a third baseman with the KBO's Kiwoom Heroes, and according to the reports, the Dodgers see him as a possible replacement for some of the top Japanese infielders who have also been in consideration, like Munetaka Murakami of the Tokyo Yakult Swallows and Kazuma Okamoto of the Yomiuri Giants. The interesting part here is that the Dodgers seem to favor Song not just for his skills, but also for his adaptability and the way his statistics translate against high-level pitching. While Murakami and Okamoto have certainly proven themselves in the NPB, there are questions about their consistency against fastballs at major league velocity. Song, on the other hand, has maintained an impressive batting average and on-base percentage over the last few seasons in Korea, making him an intriguing candidate for a team always focused on offensive efficiency and lineup depth. Looking closely at Song's performance, you notice immediately why he stands out. He posted a batting average over .315 this past season and maintained an even higher average the year before, with on-base percentages hovering around .400 and slugging metrics that, while not extraordinary, combine to give him an OPS that indicates a well-rounded offensive player. What draws the Dodgers' attention most is his ability to consistently make contact and reach base, a skill that is invaluable in the National League and particularly important for a team like Los Angeles, which prioritizes high on-base players to set the table for its power hitters. In comparison, Murakami has shown gaps when facing fast pitches over 93 miles per hour, which could be a potential liability at the major league level. This isn't to say he lacks talent, but the transition from NPB to MLB pitching can be challenging, and the Dodgers are clearly factoring that into their evaluation. Another aspect of this potential signing is the strategic timing. With Muncy's future gradually approaching the point where a new long-term option will be needed, bringing in a young third baseman with room to grow and adapt to the league is a calculated move. The Dodgers are known for blending veteran presence with emerging talent, and if Song were to join the roster, he would have the opportunity to gain experience while contributing meaningfully at the plate. The reports indicate that Los Angeles intends to provide him with reps at third base, not only to assess his readiness, but also to allow him to become a seamless part of the team's rotation and defensive alignment. This is exactly the kind of forward-looking strategy that has kept the Dodgers competitive year after year. It's also worth noting that the source of this news, while exciting, came from a combination of coverage by reputable outlets and direct KBO reporting. Song's name was officially posted in early November, which immediately sparked conversations among Dodgers analysts and fans alike. While some might see this as an under-the-radar option compared to high-profile Japanese infielders, it reflects the Dodgers' willingness to think creatively and explore avenues that others might overlook. Historically, Los Angeles has not hesitated to pursue international talent when the fit is right, and this potential signing is consistent with that approach. Statistically, the comparison between Song and his Japanese counterparts is compelling. Song's consistent high batting averages over multiple seasons, paired with a strong on-base percentage and solid overall offensive contribution, make him a reliable candidate. Murakami's numbers, while impressive in certain contexts, show variability that could be concerning when adjusting to major league pitching speeds and styles. Okamoto, meanwhile, has a solid track record and could still be a viable option, particularly if the Dodgers were looking for a slightly older, more experienced player for a shorter-term commitment. The decision here seems to hinge on the balance between immediate impact and long-term development. Song represents a younger, potentially moldable asset, while the Japanese players represent proven performers who may offer more predictable results in the near term. Another angle to consider is the Dodgers' offensive structure and postseason strategy. While their batting averages were strong during the regular season, there were moments in the playoffs where offensive consistency became a focal point. Adding a player like Song could provide more depth and flexibility, ensuring that the team has multiple avenues to generate runs. The Dodgers are also mindful of salary and contract considerations, particularly as the team navigates financial planning for the coming years. Securing a talented third baseman at a reasonable cost allows them to balance the roster effectively, retaining key veterans like Muncy while preparing for the eventual transition to a younger core. Fans are already debating this potential move, and it's clear that opinions are split. Some see Song as an exciting, high-upside addition who could anchor third base for years to come, while others argue that the proven track records of Murakami or Okamoto make them safer bets. Ultimately, the Dodgers' decision will reflect a combination of statistical analysis, scouting insight, and the organization's vision for the future. What makes this story fascinating is not just the potential acquisition itself, but the broader implications for the team's strategy, lineup construction, and international scouting priorities. Song's emergence on the Dodgers' radar is a perfect example of how talent from across the globe is influencing Major League Baseball and shaping the way teams approach long-term roster planning. The conversation doesn't stop with raw numbers, either. There's also the question of adaptation, clubhouse fit, and how Song's experience in the KBO might translate to life and competition in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers have a strong history of integrating international players successfully, providing coaching, development resources, and support to help them adjust to the league. This approach increases the likelihood that Song could not only perform at a high level, but also become a valued member of the team, both on and off the field. In essence, the Dodgers are thinking several steps ahead, weighing both tangible and intangible factors as they explore this potential acquisition. Now, as we dive deeper into what the Dodgers' interest in Sun Moon Song could mean, it's important to consider the broader implications for the team's lineup and how this fits into their long-term strategy. The Dodgers have always balanced a mix of veteran presence and emerging talent, and third base has been a position that has demanded careful planning. Max Muncy, while still contributing significantly, is approaching the stage in his career where the organization has to plan ahead. Bringing in a younger, high-potential player like Song could give Los Angeles the flexibility to continue competing at a high level while gradually integrating a player who could be the cornerstone at third base for years to come. Song's profile makes him particularly interesting because he's not just a solid hitter. He brings consistency and adaptability that are key in a league where pitching velocity and style can vary dramatically. Over the past few seasons in Korea, Song has maintained a high batting average, paired with strong on-base metrics that suggest he has a disciplined approach at the plate. This is exactly what the Dodgers value, especially in a lineup that relies on both power and situational hitting. The ability to reach base and generate runs consistently is crucial, and Song's statistical track record shows he can do just that. While there are questions about how he will adjust to major league pitching, the Dodgers' development system has a strong track record of helping international players transition smoothly, giving them the tools to succeed both offensively and defensively. When comparing Song to the Japanese infielders like Munetaka Murakami and Kazuma Okamoto, the discussion becomes even more nuanced. Murakami has demonstrated power and potential, but has struggled against high-velocity fastballs, which could pose a challenge in the MLB environment where pitchers consistently hit 93 miles per hour or more. Okamoto, on the other hand, is a proven hitter with experience and a strong track record in NPB, but his age and potential contract demands might make him a less flexible long-term option. Song, by contrast, is younger, highly productive, and potentially more adaptable, giving the Dodgers a player they can develop for sustained success. His OPS over the last 2 seasons in the KBO has been impressive, showing a combination of on-base skill and moderate power that fits neatly into the Dodgers' philosophy of balanced, efficient offense. Another consideration is the timing of the Dodgers' interest. With the KBO season concluded and Song posted in early November, This gives Los Angeles a window to evaluate his fit before off-season decisions lock in. This timing allows the front office to analyze his stats, consult scouts, and determine how he would integrate with the existing roster. The Dodgers are known for being methodical in their evaluations, weighing everything from performance metrics to defensive versatility to clubhouse presence. Song's ability to play third base at a high level, combined with his offensive profile, makes him an attractive candidate to address both immediate needs and future planning. It's also worth noting that the Dodgers have explored other names internationally, which shows a willingness to look beyond conventional options and identify players who might offer unique value. The international scouting landscape has evolved dramatically in recent years, and the Dodgers are at the forefront of identifying talent that may have been overlooked by other organizations. The interest in Song reflects not only his individual performance, but also the Dodgers' strategy of securing emerging talent before other teams can make a move. This proactive approach allows Los Angeles to maintain its competitive edge while ensuring that they are developing a pipeline of players who can contribute both in the present and future seasons. It's a combination of foresight, analytics, and on-the-ground scouting that positions them well to make informed decisions about international acquisitions. Now, considering the Dodgers' offensive philosophy, adding Song could provide several strategic advantages. His ability to consistently reach base would complement the existing power hitters and provide more opportunities to manufacture runs. In tight games, having a player who can maintain a high batting average and OBP could be the difference between winning and losing crucial matchups. Additionally, his youth means he could develop into a reliable defensive presence at third base, reducing pressure on other infielders and allowing the Dodgers to maintain defensive flexibility across multiple positions. There are also financial considerations that make Song an appealing target. As a younger international player, he could likely be signed for a more cost-effective contract compared to established Japanese infielders. This would allow the Dodgers to manage payroll effectively, retaining core veterans while integrating new talent. Given the unpredictable nature of MLB finances, especially with potential changes to collective bargaining agreements and off-season structures, securing a talented player at a reasonable cost is a smart move that balances competitive needs with financial prudence. From a fan perspective, the excitement around Song stems not only from his potential as a player, but also from the intrigue of watching an international talent make an impact in Major League Baseball. Dodgers fans have witnessed several successful integrations of international players in recent years, and the prospect of adding another high-upside talent generates optimism and discussion about how the team will shape its lineup in the coming seasons. It also sparks debates about how Song would compare to players like Murakami or Okamoto if he were given the opportunity, and whether his style of play aligns better with the Dodgers' offensive system. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. A low murmur spread through the baseball world late last night, growing louder with every minute until it became impossible to ignore. A blockbuster move sending Ronald Acuna Jr. to the Los Angeles Dodgers is finally real. What began as a whisper among insiders has now burst into full-blown chatter across front offices and fan circles alike. No official details have surfaced about the underlying motivations, but the buzz suggests a bold, almost audacious shift in strategy from both sides. In Los Angeles, the excitement is palpable. Observers around the clubhouse claim players were caught off guard, some exchanging glances as if unsure whether to believe what they were hearing. Yet the rumor has taken on a life of its own, carried by those who insist the Dodgers have been quietly preparing for an acquisition of this magnitude. The arrival of a superstar like Acuna Jr. would reshape not only the outfield, but the entire identity of the roster, injecting a burst of electricity into a team already known for its relentless ambition. Meanwhile, whispers surrounding the former club's motivations are swirling with equal intensity. Some insist this move signals a dramatic pivot in long-term planning, while others suggest internal dynamics made the trade feel inevitable. Whatever the case, the The notion of parting with a player of Acuña Jr.'s caliber has left many supporters puzzled, even uneasy, as they try to decipher what the organization sees on the horizon. In coffee shops near Chavez Ravine and message boards across the country, speculation is running wild. Fans picture Acuña Jr. stepping onto the field in Dodger blue, imagining the roar that would follow his first jog from the dugout. Others question the ripple effects, how lineups might shift, how expectations might skyrocket, how opponents will react to such a dramatic power move. For now, the only certainty is the growing hum surrounding Los Angeles. A superstar is on the move. The rumor mill is spinning at full speed, and baseball fans everywhere are leaning in, eager for the next piece of the story to tell. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.